I know. There are still Halloween things behind me. I know. But I refuse to start celebrating Christmas in November like everyone else. What the hell is going on? Oh God, I'm in such a weird mood. I know this is TMI, I apologise, it is TMI. But I've been on my period for 11 days straight, and for me, that's not normal. I think it's a hormonal thing. I don't know. I've changed my diet. I'm doing keto. I've been doing intermittent fasting. And I think my body is just like, where the f is the sugar and carbs? And it's punishing me with an extra long period. So thank you. First of all, I want to thank everybody who asked me a question. But I also want to apologise and say I'm really sorry if I don't get round to answering your specific question. A lot of the questions are quite similar, so I'm having to try and merge them into one. Right, okay, so I'm going to start with the questions now. What's your process on getting into character for these roles? You do them so well. Thank you very much. I tend to watch things on repeat. I'm quite an obsessive person. I watch things until they become etched in my brain. And that's it. That's pretty much how I do it. Would you rather have to wear one of Chantel's wigs for the rest of your life or eat food cooked by Amberlynn for the rest of your life? Fuck. I think it would have to be wear one of Chantel's wigs as long as it hasn't touched her fupa. Who is the hardest character / accent for you to imitate? Well, you know, when I first introduced Eric and Ricky in my videos, I didn't really put on a voice for Eric because I don't know why, I just couldn't be bothered. And then people kept commenting saying, oh, Eric doesn't sound like that, you need to sound more like Kermit the Frog and stuff. Sometimes I just don't have the time to try and practice a particular voice. I feel like I've got it now though, I don't know, you be the judge. When and how did you get stuck in the Ambiverse? I love you and all your non-Amber videos too, Cheyenne, oh thank you. In my first video, I hadn't really watched her before, not properly. So it was very surface level. I didn't quite get her. And then by the time I did my second video, I was like, okay, I get it. There's like 7 years worth of gold here. And yeah, that is when I got sucked into the Amberverse, definitely. Out of everyone in the Amberlynn gang, who do you most align with? Becky. I say Becky because she's really into her nostalgia, and I'm a very nostalgic person too. I love all my old music, my old films, my old games. So yeah, I get it. And also, her car broke down a few weeks ago and so did mine. And I'm not going to say any more about that. So some people have asked me if I would do this as a living, and also if I could make these Amberlynn videos once a week. So at the moment I have a day job, so I find it quite hard to balance the two. So that's why there's sometimes a huge gap between videos. It's really hard to film a video, especially a bigger one, once a week on top of my day job, and then there's other stuff going on in my life as well. So I struggle, it's hard. So I was thinking of starting a Patreon to kind of help me out and make me be able to do this full time, possibly. I don't know. We'll see. When did you discover you could imitate them? Well, with Amberlynn, I had to practice for a bit, but with Becky, I don't know why, but it came quite naturally. I don't know why. Will you ever do content about yourself? I really like bloopers at the end of the video that you show. Let me know if you want to see more of me, like if you want me to make vlogs and stuff. I might potentially do that as a second channel type deal. Do you find yourself unknowingly doing the characters like in day-to-day activities with the camera off? Yes, oh my God. I'm always doing Becky's voice. I'm always doing Dana's laugh. Sometimes I speak like Ricky to freak out my boyfriend. I'll say rah, 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 like Amberlynn. It literally has taken over my life. It's not even funny. Did you start out as an unironic fan of Amberlynn Reid's? Honestly, no. So the first video I watched of Amberlynn Reid's was from maybe 3 years ago. I didn't know who she was. I was watching a Peter Mon video and he was talking about her, and in the suggestions, I clicked on one of her videos and she was eating sushi and there wasn't really anything else going on, and I was just like, oh, is that it? And then I moved on and I forgot about her for years. And then a year ago, I kept getting comments from people saying, please do Amberlynn Reid, please do Amberlynn Reid. And I was just like, what am I gonna do? How am I gonna make it funny? And so I was a bit reluctant about it. And then I watched a few of her videos and I was just like, okay, I can make this work. Then it went on from there. So, right, are you considering a career as a professional actress because you need to? Thank you. Well, I would love to. I mean, I wanted to study acting at university, but I didn't, for various reasons. And I've always been a bit wary about going down the traditional route of getting an agent, going to auditions and stuff, because I have the biggest fear of rejection. So I just decided to do things my own way. And I feel like this is just as good as going to auditions, if not better, because I get to have control over what I do. Not to say that I wouldn't love to audition for things and be a professional. The good thing about this day and age and being on YouTube is that you can pretty much do what you want, and there are people that are going to enjoy your stuff. And, you know, say if I went to, imagine if I went to auditions and they didn't like me for some reason, or if I didn't get into acting school, I would probably feel like I'm not good enough for anything, and I would have given up my dream. But at least doing it this way, I can do it. So that's how I look at it anyway. That's how I justify not being a professional actress. Sarah Farr, I love Sarah. The most important question is, do you honestly know how beautiful and talented you are? Oh, don't. I know a lot of comedians have low self-esteem and depression. I want you to know that you're a blessing to us and we love you so much. Love you from America, Iowa. That's honestly, Sarah is just amazing. She comments on all of my videos and she's so sweet. Yes, I will admit I have low self-esteem and I've had issues with depression for a long time. Anxiety, depression, just the list goes on. But comedy is a way for me to kind of try and mask those feelings. I mean, despite how I'm feeling in myself, to know that I'm able to make people laugh, it's just the best. It's the best. I love it. Has Amberlynn Reid ever contacted you? I see Foodie Beauty commented on your work. P.S. You rock. Thank you. The answer is no. She has never contacted me. I doubt she ever will. I wouldn't blame her, to be honest. Yeah, Foodie Beauty, she commented on my last video of her and I was like, oh, okay, I wasn't expecting that. Do you watch Amberlynn's videos? Love your vids. Well, thank you. I only really watch her older videos with Eric and Ricky, Destiny and Dana and Becky, and anyone else who's in the Ambiverse who I've forgotten. I find them so much more entertaining than her newer videos. I don't really know what's going on with her at the moment. But her older videos, they're like classic. How do you get the accents right? Well, when I was a little girl, I was obsessed with Southern accents. And I used to love watching, has anyone ever seen the film The War with, oh my God, Kevin Costner and, what's his name, that played Frodo Baggins in Lord of the Rings? I love that film and I used to love imitating those accents. If anyone's seen it, please leave a comment because I would love to know. I've never met anyone else who's seen it. I think that's how I kind of managed to get the Southern accents quite well, I think. Do you have plans to expand your parody universe to others like DSP or King Cobra JFS? Oh my God, I've been meaning to do King Cobra. That is in the pipeline, definitely. If you haven't watched his videos, look him up. Bloody hell. Sometimes your partner is in your videos or is the one filming and encouraging you. So cute. Was this something you guys both went into together or something you had to propose to him because you needed help? If it's the latter, how did that go? Lol. Well, he's always encouraged me, even before I started YouTube. Like, he always knew that, oh, for God's sake. He always knew that it was something I wanted to do. he saw me in one of my friends' videos. We were prank calling people and I was putting on voices and stuff, and he was just like, you should start your own channel. And I was like, yeah, but I'm scared. And but for years he was always just like, you need to do it, you need to do it. So he's the reason why I started this channel, so you have to thank him. How often do you go out and notice something ridiculous that you must use as a prop? Oh my god. Alright, so there's this shop near me that sells, it's one of those kind of shops that sells everything and it's really cheap. And a few months ago I went in there and I saw the exact same back scratcher that Foodie Beauty used to scratch her fupa, right? It caught my eye and I was just like, holy shit, I have to buy that. Because at the time I was a bit wary about, I knew I wanted to do a Foodie Beauty impression, but I was a bit scared because, you know, I saw it and I was like, okay, that's a sign that I should do it. And I did it. I just couldn't believe it was the exact same back scratcher. I mean, what? You can't make it up. Does your throat hurt after doing Ricky's voice over and over again? Surprisingly not. It really doesn't hurt. I mean, I'll do it now. Oh my God. Have you seen what Amberlynn did in the bathroom? See, it doesn't hurt. I'm absolutely fine. It's really weird. People are always concerned that I end up hurting my throat, but I just don't. It's just one of those weird things. Have you always been funny? Who is your favorite comedian? Aw, thanks. I always used to like making my friends laugh, but I never thought I was funny enough to kind of go beyond that, really, due to very low self-esteem. So yeah, I've always loved humour. Humour has always been the most important thing to me. It's always been at the top of my list of things that I love. My favourite comedian, hands down, is John Candy. You know, the guy who was in like Planes, Trains and Automobiles, Uncle Buck. I wish he was still around today because I would love to give him the biggest hug ever. He's able to balance the funny side with the sadness beautifully. Like in Uncle Buck and Planes, Trains and Automobiles, the characters are fucking hilarious, but there is a deep sadness to them, and he just does it so well. And I really take inspiration from that. Like when I did Big Ed, for example, my version of Big Ed is quite like lovable and you feel sorry for him. But the real Big Ed in real life is an utter wanker. He is horrible. And then I go on Instagram today and I saw that he is now engaged to Liz. I don't know what she's doing. Look, I'm not one to judge anyone, really. I don't like judging anyone. But seriously, why? What is your favourite character? Could you do a Nigella Lawson, please? Oh, Nigella. Yes, I will one day. And my favourite character, I think it has to be Dana. She will always be my favourite. Oh my God, I have so much fun. I have so much fun with Dana. In my videos, she has the best one-liners. Like in the video where it's called Becky Gets Stuck in the Ambiverse, and you've got, what's her name? Teresa Caputo, the Long Island medium there, and she's like, Becky is stuck in the Ambiverse, and then everyone's like, the Ambiverse? And then Dana bursts in, she's like, did somebody say hamburgers? And I don't know why, it makes me laugh every time. Is your partner stuck in the Ambiverse with you? Not really. No. What does your husband do while you're recording? I mean, if I was him, I would be laughing and hollering. Usually he's working, so I try and do it when he's out of the house. Sometimes he helps out though. But with my last video, I just want to say that was all his idea. He was the mastermind behind it. He filmed it and he edited it. So I have him to thank for that. Yeah, he was amazing. Do you do all the filming and editing yourself? Because it seems like it would take a whole crew to do what you do. Usually I do film and edit everything myself. I do enjoy filming and editing, but I much prefer the performance side of it. So one day I would just love to have a team of people do all that other stuff because it gets exhausting after a while. It really does. And that's why, you know, it can take so long for me to release a video, because it's so involved. I love it though. Oh boy, do I love it. Do you think Amberlynn or Becky or anyone from the Ambiverse are aware of your parodies? I don't know. I would love to know though. I really would. How did you become so talented, and how long did it take you to film all different roles and then edit? Please answer in a Q&A. You are the queen. Oh, thank you. It maybe takes about 2 days to film a video and then a day or two to edit. So it's quite long. How long does it take you to film, and what do you really want to film? I think I want to come up with my own characters and do like a kind of sketch thing. I would also like to make a feature-length film. Me and my boyfriend are kind of talking about it, but there'll be more on that to come soon, one day. Have you been contacted by talent scouts yet? Do you know you're extremely funny and talented? That's more of a statement, hehe. Oh, thank you very much. No, I haven't. They probably, I don't know. Are they likely to watch Amberlynn Reid parodies? This is why I need to like start making videos of other people. How much does accessories and clothing cost for cosplays? It all depends really. I try and use as much of my own stuff as possible, but sometimes I have to go out and buy something or get something on Amazon. I don't want to use Amazon, but sometimes it's necessary. And I try and get the cheapest stuff possible. How do you not laugh the whole time during the Shenanigans? I would just have clips of me laughing because I wouldn't nail something correctly. I tell you what, at the beginning of the process when I start filming, that's when I start laughing. But then after hours of filming, I get really annoyed. I'm tired and I'm frustrated and I just want to finish. So I don't really feel like laughing. Has anyone that you've parodied reached out with praise or criticism? So I haven't had any criticism from anyone I've parodied, thank God. Gemma Collins reached out to me on Instagram, and Chelsea Lynn, Trailer Trash Tammy, she shared my video on Twitter. Foodie Beauty also shared my video and she commented on it. Who else? I did an impression of the Trunchbull from Matilda, but Pam Ferris, I don't know if she's seen it, but Beth Davids, who played Miss Honey, she liked my video on Instagram of my impression of the Trunchbull. So obviously it wasn't an impression of her, but I was still like, oh my God, this is amazing. Oh, that felt so good. Would you ever do a cheeky in the spirit of Benny Hill with Amber chasing new wipies? Dana with those googly eyes was epic. Now that would be funny. I'll have to give that a go one day. Which character do you have an absolute hard time doing without breaking character? Please say Dana. You're right, it is Dana. How do you feel about hitting 40k? Amazing, thank you so much everyone. Have you ever taken professional acting classes? You're amazing. I did some of it at school. I went to an after school acting class. But it was more like a kind of drama club sort of thing. It wasn't anything professional. So I've had a couple of people ask me what my favourite bands are, what kind of music I like listening to. Sorry, trap wind. So my music taste is quite varied. I will say now, I don't really listen to anything that's out now. And I know that sounds like I'm not like other girls kind of thing to say, but I just, it doesn't do it for me. I listen to a lot of older music. I listen to music from the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, even a lot older than that. I love old jazz music, blues, I love punk, I love psychedelic rock, I love grunge. There's just so much music that I like. But I would probably say if I had to pick my favourite bands, if I absolutely had to, and this is going to sound really basic, Nirvana, White Stripes and The Doors. Do you come from a theatre or acting background? I have been on stage a couple of times and I hated it. But no, not an actor. I've been in a few of my friends' short films for uni, but nothing, nothing beyond that. What's your favourite parody you've done so far? It's a toss-up between the Destiny and Dana's wedding and Becky stuck in the Ambiverse. The wedding episode, I filmed it all at night time. I stopped filming it about 4 AM. Can you believe it? I'm so shocked that my neighbours didn't say anything. But my boyfriend was away for the night and I had the house to myself, and I just decided to film it all then. I was delirious, I was tired. I didn't know what the fuck was going on, but I did it, and I'm so happy with how it turned out. And the Becky gets stuck in the Amberverse one, I love doing that because I got to introduce someone else. I did the Long Island medium, Teresa Caputo. I love doing her accent so much. When it comes to playing multiple characters in one video, what's the process like? Do you record as one character all the way through before moving on to the next, or do you switch back and forth, similar to how it actually plays out? So when I'm doing the split screen, so when I'm 2 characters in one frame, I do all of my lines as one character in the same costume. I'm like sat there, saying my lines, reacting. Yeah. Say the line, react again, leave a bit of time. And then I'll go off, get changed, and then sit in the other position, and then do the same thing over again. But I have to make sure that I don't touch my camera, because if you move it even by a millimetre, it completely F's up the shot. So, and I have to do it all over again, and it's the most infuriating thing ever. So yeah, it sounds quite complicated, but it's fairly straightforward. I've done it quite a lot now, so I feel like I've got it. Do you strictly follow the script, or do you often ad-lib? Oh no, I'm always ad-libbing. I think some of the best lines I've said have been from when I ad-lib. I think mainly because I'm in the character, I'm in the zone, I'm feeling the character, and then I'll say what I think the character would be thinking at that time. So, how does your mental health hold up after every video you film? I'm not gonna lie, it's exhausting, and sometimes I feel like I'm gonna have a breakdown. I know it sounds really over the top, but after a long day of filming and then knowing that I have to edit the next day or whenever, I'm just like, yeah, need a straight jacket. I know you've told me how tall you are, but maybe you should tell everyone else. This person is obsessed with my height. I don't know why. I'm 5'10". There you go. Cheyenne, do you know how funny you truly are? Also, do you roleplay with Amber's over-the-top Southern Valley girl voice? Thank you. Do I roleplay with her over-the-top Southern Valley girl voice? Yes, I've now started to kind of talk like her when I'm around the house. I'm like, love that for you. Rah, rah, rah. Where'd you get Amber's see-through shirt? I love it on you and want one for myself. You know what? I got it a few years ago in Paris. Some random shop, I can't remember the name of it. And I actually wear it backwards as well, so the mesh part should be at the back. But I saw it in my wardrobe, I was like, oh, I can wear that. I can make that work for Amberlynn. But you have to make sure you're wearing a good bra underneath it, otherwise people are gonna see too much. Do you ever get stuck with a lisp after doing the Becky character? Sometimes after I'm filming and I'm quite delirious, I will carry on talking like the character who I've just been playing. What did you think of Amberlynn Reid the first time you saw a video of her? Well, like I said before, the first video I saw of her was of her eating sushi, and she wasn't really doing anything else, and I was just like, okay. I didn't realise that the Ambiverse existed with all of this other shit going on. I just didn't know. Are you a Nickelodeon fan, or did you buy everything when impersonating Becky? Now, a lot of people are curious about this because in my second to last video I did, I was being Becky and I was packing all my things to move out. All of the stuff in that box was mine. I didn't buy any of it specifically for the video. The Nicktoons Vinyl. Yes, I actually bought that for myself a number of years ago because I'm a huge Rugrats fan. I actually really love the Rugrats. The Rugrats t-shirt that I wear for Becky, I didn't previously own that. I did buy that for Becky, but nevertheless, I really love the Rugrats. Season 1 and season 2 of the Rugrats are some, oh my god. Yeah, all that stuff, like all of it was mine. Go back and watch it, all of it. I owned all of it. Thank you for all your videos, especially these longer ones. I'm sure take so much time doing and editing. It's just the perfect thing to help me through cleaning. Oh, I really appreciate that, because I was worried, because I was a few videos ago, I was like, oh my god, this is like 15 minutes long. Who the hell's gonna watch this? I enjoy doing the longer form videos. It's almost like I'm editing my own episode of a sitcom or something. So as long as you guys enjoy it, then I will continue as best as I can. What do your friends and family think of your channel? They're very supportive, even if they don't really know who anyone in the Ambiverse are or anyone else I impersonate. They're still really supportive, and you know, they watch my videos, and it's nice. It's nice that they don't think I'm a complete freak. Do you do improv at clubs or theatre, maybe even stand-up comedy when you're not making your awesome parody videos? You're very talented, and I believe you could go international, especially here in the States. Hint, hint, wink, wink. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that. Oh, I love your username, Uncle Bucks Quarter. No, never done improv or stand-up comedy or anything. The thought of it terrifies me. The last time I performed on stage, I forgot my lines. So, I don't even want to think about it. Oh my god. But stand-up comedy, I feel like it's not really my thing. It's a different type of comedy to what I do. I don't know, maybe one day I'll have the courage to try and do it, but for now I'll stick with my characters because I can hide behind them. And thank you for saying I could go international. One of my biggest dream, right, and I'm talking like top level dream, I'm saying like the ultimate, right? You know, like Elvis Presley and Cher and Britney Spears, Celine Dion, Wayne Newton, and lots of comedians, they have Las Vegas residencies in a hotel, right? They'll do like a 5-year-long tour in the same hotel 3 nights a week or something. Oh my god, I want that so much. I don't know what I would do. I'm not a singer, not really. I would maybe do some comedy stuff. I have no idea, but that would be, how amazing would that be? I love Las Vegas. Oh my god, please universe, please, please, please. And I'd also love my own theme park like Dolly Parton as well. Just saying. Do you have one main aspect of these characters, in brackets, people, that you then build a parody around? Yeah, so in my second to last video where Becky was moving out, we all know that Becky loves her nostalgic things, right? She loves collecting her stuff. I understand because I'm the same. Long story short, she had to part ways with a pair of Converse shoes. And because she loves her nostalgic things so much, she found it really difficult, but she overcame that. Basically, Amberlynn ripped them to shreds. But that is what the real Becky is like. She loves her nostalgic things and she collects stuff. And I wanted to kind of focus on that and build around that, basically, and help her overcome that life is more than just holding on to things. Trust me, I know, because I collect so much shit. You think that I'm living in a scrapyard or something. I collect really weird antiques. My house is just a mess, honestly. I know, I get it, Becky, I get it. What do you really think of Amberlynn, Becky, Eric, Ricky, Dana, and Destiny? They're very entertaining in the most unlikely way. You just wouldn't think that a group of people from some random town in Kentucky would just have this huge effect on a very big community of people from across the world. I mean, it's just, it's unheard of almost. The whole thing is weird, in my opinion, but hey, good for them. I'm wondering if you already owned everything in Becky's box. Yes. Do you have any pets? If so, please show them off. If not, do you want pets, and what pets would you want? So I'm a bit of a cat person. I don't have any of my own pets, but if you've ever noticed a cat in my videos, my next door neighbour's cat likes to come in every once in a while. Usually, sometimes if I open the door, he comes running through and I'm like, oh, here we go. He's so sweet. He's the most beautiful cat I've ever seen. He's a British short hair. He's a lilac British short hair. It's just, oh. What's your favourite quote / meme from the Ambiverse? Oh my God. Oh, I think it's Destiny when she says, why'd you eat a 20-piece McNugget? I don't know why, it gets me every time. What made you get into doing parodies? Also, can I be in one of your videos? Of course. The more the merrier. I'd love to get other people involved in my videos. I mean, I live in South London in the UK. I know a lot of my viewers are in the States. My plan is to go over to the States one day, maybe do a little tour, meet some people, who knows. But I know I've got viewers in the UK as well, so I want to sort of arrange a meet-up sort of thing. I don't know when, maybe next year. But what made me get into doing parodies? I always wanted to make comedy videos, but I was too afraid. I started my channel 3 years ago. I've been doing these sorts of videos for about almost 2 years now. So for a year, I was just making kind of boring vlogs and stuff. But in the back of my mind, I was like, this isn't what I want to do. I want to make comedy videos. But even then, I didn't know what kind of comedy videos I was going to do. But I realised I love impersonating people. So that's how it started, and then it kind of turned into this. So, will you audition for SNL? You're so good. Oh, thank you. You know what? All the comments from people saying that I should be on SNL, I'm like, I'm so honoured. I'd love to be on SNL. I don't know how you go about doing it though. If anyone knows anyone on SNL, just send them my way, please, because I haven't got a clue. I'd love to see you parody Trisha Paytas. I actually did one about 1.5 years ago. I don't think many people know about it. I might film a new one. Would you consider doing impressions of hater reaction channels? Would be so deep into the lore, but amazing nevertheless. Yeah, I would love to. Would anyone else like to see that? Let me know. Do you prefer to imitate Amberlynn, Reid World, or Chantal's? The Chantal videos, they are so much more easier for me to film. So I say I prefer doing those ones. Not to say that I don't have fun doing the Amberlynn Reid ones, but so much more work and effort goes into those ones. With the Chantal ones, it's mainly just me in any given shot, and it's just so much easier. Have you ever considered having a PO box? I really want to send you homemade cupcakes. Oh, I would love that. Oh, that's so sweet. Possibly. Yeah, I don't know. I've not really thought about it really. That'll be fun. I was born and raised Pennsylvania Dutch. It's in my blood to give you something as a thank you. That's amazing. So Pennsylvania Dutch, that I know that's linked to Amish people. I watched a lot of Breaking Amish, Return to Amish. I'm not saying you are Amish or brought up Amish, but because I know that Pennsylvania Dutch, there's more to Pennsylvania Dutch than the Amish community. But that's really cool. I really want to go to Pennsylvania. I've never been before. Visit is it Lancaster County and Punxsutawney, all those places. Oh, I would love to go. So when I do go, I promise I will meet you. What are your favourite songs? You never know, maybe I'll be brave enough at karaoke to record it and post it for you. Oh my God. Well, my favourite songs, I find it really hard to pick them. But I'm going to go on my Apple Music and I'm going to tell you what my top listened to song of the year is. And it is The Wind Cries Mary by Jimi Hendrix. I'm not saying that's like my ultimate all-time favourite song, but this year it's got me through a lot of hard times. What are your favourite shows? Growing up, I used to love watching The Wonder Years. It's still, I think it's my favourite TV show. I also love King of the Hill. And don't judge me for this, don't judge me, but The Real Housewives. I love Atlanta and New York. They all piss me off and they're so infuriating, but they're my guilty pleasure. Has the foodie storyline gotten too dark for you to consider doing a Nader, how do you say his name? Is it Nader impression? Fuck that guy, that's all I've got to say. Fuck him. Ugh. Just, gross. What's your zodiac sign? Aries. Has anyone ever rang the doorbell whilst you were dressed up? All the time. It's usually delivery guys, and they've seen it all anyway. Someone asked me any Halloween plans. I know that was a couple of weeks ago now. All I did on Halloween was edit my last video. I didn't eat any Halloween sweets, candy or anything like that because I'm not eating sugar at the moment. How do you choose which people to parody? Are these YouTube channels you like before imitating them? What do you do when not doing YouTube? Well, with the Amberlynn stuff, I had people asking me. It's usually people who ask me to do certain people, and I'll try and do it. And what do I do when I'm not doing YouTube? Playing my Xbox, playing Red Dead Redemption 2. How old are you? 28. Where did you get that vintage Nicktoons vinyl mint condition? Well, admittedly, it's not vintage. I got it in 2014 online and it's brand new. So, sorry. I like to pretend that it's from the 90s. But yeah, sorry, it's not vintage. Have you thought about making a video about HFC? I love your videos. Thank you for being funnier than shit. Thank you. HFC, Hungry Fat Chick. Do you mean Hungry Fat Chick? Oh my God. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Can you do another case cooking parody? So funny. Thank you. I might do. If I do another case cooking video, let me know what you want me to cook in it. Oh, somebody asked me, what was the boom at the end? That was my second to last video. There was a crashing sound and I was like, what the fuck's that? And it was, I've got a bookcase in that corner and these books just came flying out. I'm not even kidding. They came flying out like out of a fucking poltergeist sort of film. And that's why I look so scared. I don't know why, I don't know how. This house is very old. It's, I don't know, 1880s or something? I don't know, there's some paranormal shit going down. I'm very much into my paranormal stuff. Much like Becky. What's your favourite scary movie? This is gonna sound very basic, but I love The Shining. So that's the end of my Q&A. Thank you so much for watching. I really enjoyed that. It was like talking to an old friend. Let me know what videos you want to see from me in the comments below, and I'll see you again soon. Thank you very much. Goodbye.